All right, so we're live. My name is Chapo. I am one of the DMs for the Star Wars page that we started. I have three players in front of me, and I'll let them introduce themselves. First one will be Dell.
Hi, I'm Dell, and I will be playing a Twi'lek adept by the name of Supisitar. She is kind of an idiot, but a lovable idiot.
Uh-oh.
Maybe lovable.
Uh-oh.
Probably just annoying.
What's your charisma score?
Oh, my charisma score is pretty high, but I'm basing that just on the amount of clothes that she's wearing.
Okay. Awesome. Okay, next we have Alex.
I'll be playing Senator Atrax Shepard, a level 3 senator. He is accompanied by Guardian Jopesh Longstride, who is his cohort as part of his feature. And his other cohort as part of his feature is Pilot Mariana Solis, who is, of course, his pilot. And
right.
He's essentially the reason why we're all here today.
Yeah. Next we have Will.
Yeah, my name is Will. I will be playing Ula Slojovic. She is a Twi'lek Jedi counselor of the Grey Order, and she is rather wise, but not too inquisitive in her dealings. But she is very steadfast in her belief that peace needs to be brought throughout the galaxy.
Ooh.
All right.
Well, that's good, because we have something fun that we need to do.
By force, if necessary.
Right. So.
Okay.
So one of the veteran counselors or senators come to you one day, and can you guys put your names in the chat for me, please? So that way
Sure.
I'm not calling you "Hey you" or "Hey you," please. Okay. So he comes up to you, Atrax, and it's actually Bill Rana. He says, Atrax. He says, I have something right up your alley, and we really need this taken care of as soon as possible. Are you free to...
skeptical, and I kind of take my feet off my desk.
He says, I know you're busy, but we really need this done as soon as possible. Are you available?
There's two things that bothers me here, is that you're saying that I'm busy, and I just show my tablet and I'm playing just this dumb game on my tablet waiting for something to happen.
Yeah. Well,
and I'm gonna sit there and I'm gonna turn it back in front of me. I'm gonna say the other thing is that this is right up my alley, which makes me nervous.
He says, I need you to go to Bimasari. The Bims are pretty practical, but they're a little xenophobic. And, well, honestly, they have seen some of your media, and they are quite fond of your acting abilities. And so they, when asked if they wanted to enter the Republic, they said they were a little skeptical, but they said that they have heard that you had become a senator, and, well, they want you to come talk to them. He says,
I mean, the soda commercial wasn't that good. I mean, low budget. But I mean, if they want to talk to me about it, sure. And I'll see what I can do. But
he says, well, besides the objection from me and one other, the others had agreed because one of the biggest exports to Bimasari is the actual soda that you had done the commercial for. And for whatever reason, they really love this stuff, and they really like you. So, yeah. So basically, we need you to go. Basically, you're going and go talk to him. And
Ew. Let me go find my old script.
don't mess it up. And yeah, take your script with you. I think they'll probably expect that. He says, but I am sending 2 security officers with you as backup in case you need them. And they'll be waiting by your shuttle.
Okay, I'll get it called over and I'll announce where my shuttle is. let me just find that script here, and I'll start getting everything ready. You know, calling out my pilot and my guardian, and getting the shuttle ready to go. And
yeah. So your receptionist, Latara, comes in. She says, Senator, I've got the itinerary, and I believe they're fueling your shuttle at the moment. And I got word that there's 2 security officers there waiting for you. I gave them word to go ahead and just stand by. You should be there pretty soon.
can you give me some sort of profile of them?
Yeah. Yes. Let me check real quick. She says, I also alerted pilot to go get the shuttle powered up and everything.
Okay, thank you.
And hey, put your pilot and your other guy's name in there too, in the chat for me.
Okay. So the guardian is Jopesh Longstride, and the pilot is Mariana Solis.
That sounds familiar.
I don't know why you would say that. I actually remind myself of something funny that is related to my background, but I'm going to point it out later.
Okay. Is that the girl that was in the thing with you?
No.
Okay. Okay, so yeah, you're getting all your stuff together. She comes back in. She says, well, she looks at you like not sure she wants to tell you or not. And she says, well, their name is Daryl and Daryl. They're 2 Weekway security officers. Basically troopers, I believe. Or one's a trooper, one's a scout, something like that. I don't know. She says, here you go. She hands you 2 pieces of, or she hands you a data pad. She says, their information is right there. So basically, there are 2 third-level Weekways. I don't know if you know what a Weekway is or not. But basically, they're like, the majority of the time, they're like space pirates. Okay?
Oh, that won't go wrong horribly.
No. And you kind of feel like Bill Organa kind of maybe just kind of thrust them on you by some chance.
Is my boss still there?
No, he left quite swiftly after. But their combat ratings are very good. They are trained in pretty heavy armor and weapons and tactics, so they're not. Their skills and everything are very good. Their background and their service has been just a little questionable because of certain things that they've done, but they were never caught doing anything wrong. But
that just means they were good at it.
yeah, they were good at it. So these guys might actually work.
Depends in what regard, because if they're good at what they did before, I might not have a ship. or a crew.
Ah, come on, live a little, until you die.
Yeah.
Well, if I bring them along, it's going to be pretty fucking fast.
Yeah. So one of them is actually one of them is a trooper, and one of them is an engineer. So you have a little bit of both.
All right. Well,
But they're both rated with their combat pretty well.
well, worst comes to worst, I'm going to get stabbed to death by a bunch of tiny Ewoks. So it's actually probably going to be really painful. Never mind.
There you go. That's the spirit.
I start heading to my shuttle, kind of looking through the profiles. And...
Yeah. Sorry. Excuse me. Okay. So Sapizi. Is it Sapizi?
Yep.
Sapizi Tar, you are you and Ula are actually don't I'll keep that separate. So Sapizi, you said a rogue, right?
And Force Adept.
Okay, you're a force. So you both force. Okay, so I'm gonna say that both of you are in the same area. You guys are around where the Jedi Council is and stuff like that. And one of the masters walks over to you both, and he says, "I have a dog. I have a large dog," and he barks. He says, "No." He says, "Look, I need you to, and you and Ula are there. You just happen to meet each other just like right that second." He says, "Oh, good, both of you are here. I have a mission for both of you. I need you to go with a Senator Antrax Shepard, and both of you know that Shepard is a new senator, and that he's really known for soda commercial, and you hear other senators talk about him in varying different types of conversation. Some are they're like, yeah, his dad's all right. I hope he does well. And some of them are like, well, I hope he does better than his commercial when he's acting. See what happened.
Aw.
So in between those two types of conversations, you know who he is. Okay. But he says, yeah, meet up with Senator Shepard on platform 59. He says you'll be heading out pretty soon. I don't know if he knows that you're going with him. We're just trying to cover all aspects. And he says I have a disturbing in the force that needs somebody there to kind of fit the bill at the moment. So he says, if you need anything, you can send a requisition form to the warehouse or whatever. He says, you know what to do. I got to go. Bye. He walks off. He says, oh, by the way, he says, I have word that they're taking 2 weak ways by the name of Daryl, and they're a little eccentric. So that's why I'm sending you. Also, keep an eye on. And the senator.
Should we be concerned about the senator's safety, Master?
As far as I know, no. He says, but the BIMs are a little xenophobic, and well, they do see Jedis as guardians of the galaxy. So they do respect them. You shouldn't have any problem too much. There you go. All right, bye. He turns on his heel and he walks off very briskly, and he doesn't look back. And you're watching him, and he sees somebody else walking, and he grabs them by their arm and pulls them close fast, and they turn the corner really quick. So, yeah. So if there's anything you need to get from the storehouse, you can.
A rocket launcher.
if if anybody's looking over at Supisi, she's just got this look of utter glee on her face, and she like turns around over to Ula and is like, ah! Ula! Oh my god! Did you hear that? We're gonna see a celebrity. Did you see him drink that soda? Oh my god! Oh my god! Oh my god! Oh my god! Do I look okay? And she adjusts herself. She's like, how do I look, darling? How do I look? Oh my god! I can't believe it.
Padawan, you need to calm yourself down. While you may be meeting a celebrity, do not want a celebrity's death on your hands.
Oh my god, you're so right. That would be awful. Oh, we've got to do our best. Oh my goodness, we've got to do this. This will be so much fun. I'm calm. I'm zen. This will be amazing.
Hmm.
Let's go. And with that, Ula will take Sapisi, and will go over to the storehouse, armory, whatever you want to call it, and requisition armor if she needs it. And Ula already has her saber and her equipment, so she's ready to go. She's going to pick up like 5 Bacta grenades if they have any.
Cool. Yeah, so the one of them, the one that's an engineer of the two, he's actually a vanguard. And the other one, being a trooper, not helping me, damn it. Oh, that's pretty cool. Anyways, the other one I believe is trooper, a heavy trooper, anyways. So you guys shouldn't have any problem with having backup. Okay, so you head down to your shuttle, and so you two, do you guys need to stop by the storehouse at all? Did you want to stop before you got there?
If the storehouse has Bacta grenades, Ula's going to grab 5 of them, just for simplicity's sake, to hopefully augment any healing that may or may not actually be available. And she's going to requisition armor if... all right, one more time, Del. Sapisi? Sapisi. Okay, so if Sapisi needs armor, weapons, or anything like that, we'll make sure that we've got that.
She'll look at you and do the monk sort of bowing thing, and she'll be like, "Ha! My body is my weapon."
Thanks. So.
Let's hope that there aren't too many scars put in that young live body of yours anytime soon.
Don't worry, I can take care of myself.
So let's see, heavy gunslinger, heavy assault trooper, and looks about it. Huh. All right, so the other guy, he's a heavy assault trooper. Sweet. So, you get up to the counter, and there's a Wookiee there. His name is Roosh. And he looks at you both. And he's like, either of you speak Wookiee?
Nope.
She would try, but it would be bad.
Yeah. So he's
There
like,
would be a lot of growling, barking, and just, general guttural noises, but it would be completely unintelligible. However,
he says, he puts his hand up, he pulls this little box and sits it on the counter, and he taps it. He says, what do you need? It's a universal translator thing or something.
Oh, okay. There's also the telepathy ability that Ula has. I need 5 Bacta grenades, please.
He says, I have 3.
3
But
will
here
have
you
to
go.
do then.
He slaps 3 on there after he walks to a shelf.
Is there an elf on the shelf?
No, but there's a force field that's around the shelf in case anything explodes. But it deactivates as he sticks his hand in there, and you see he's got this little bracelet on there on his hand. He grabs the 3 grenades and walks back over and hands it to you.
Interesting. And she'll turn. And what do you need there?
Oh, I don't think I need anything. I think I'm just fine as it is.
Okay, let's go.
So you head down. It takes you about 15 minutes or so once you get on one of the trams and you get there. All right, Senator. Your Longstrider fellow shows up as you're walking down there. He pulls up next to you. He's like, "Hey, boss."
Hey, did we get everything on the shuttle? They apparently really love their deep space cola.
Yeah, that should Maria is getting that shit ready.
For the last time, her name is Mariama. You've been working with her for a year and you still can't pronounce her name?
He says, I really don't care, but yeah. Mariama. There you go. I'm just going to say Pilot Solus. There you
go. Whatever. Floats your pod racer.
He's like, that's a dirty sport. Anyways, I lose any time I bet money on that shit. That damn Sebulba, he's a bastard. Anyways, so what are we doing?
We're just going to go talk to some BIMs. I don't think it's going to go over very well, but at the very least, they said they were sophisticated, so if things go wrong, we won't get stabbed to death by spears.
That sounds great.
We'll also be working with two pretty tough-looking guys, and I'll show them the profiles. I'm like, I wouldn't trust them as far as I could throw them, but that probably isn't very far. So,
this is they're brothers.
Well, they are conveniently named the same name, so it's going to be really hard to talk to them separately. Yay!
He looks through the data pad. He says, "Well, their combat ratings are pretty good."
Yeah, that's the problem. It's just going to be the 3 of us out there, unless they send somebody else out here. But I don't think they are.
We'll have to see. So you're walking to the exit hatch to where your shuttle is, and Ula and Sapizi are standing there. He says, "Well, I got some others. Looks like some wizards are here. I'll be at the ship unless
one of them might be.
They're all the same. They bleed just like us. They just happen to use magic."
Ooh. Yeah, because that's the only thing they're going to use.
I guess. I'll be at the ship. He walks off. He walks by you two, and he nods to you both. Jedi people?
Yeah, he would, as he's walking by, he would just see the tails kind of move slightly.
Mm-hmm.
They're prehensile. Ula's basically flipping him off. She heard everything he said.
Oh, okay.
And I think the only one that would be able to tell that is Supitsi.
And she would giggle really, like, really obnoxiously, like.
Yeah, that was actually perfect timing.
Jack is a fucking man. I'm telling you, one of these days you gotta make Jack as a character. You just pipe in.
I'm trying to get him to roll his dice. So far, he's only rolled 46 for me, so he's only rolled the one set of stats. He rolled a 16 though, so
Damn.
Get with the program, Jack. Damn it.
he likes rolling the D4s better.
Okay.
So
Okay, well then
I guess
instead of
I'll
doing
walk over to
46,
the
do
stage.
64.
Oh, I have to.
Jack does 64
So I'm gonna
damage
watch the
of
two
smacking
Twilights.
power.
And I'm gonna say, so I'm taking it one of you is a Jedi. And
Senator.
the other one needs a bigger holster.
Oh, my holster is plenty big. Oh my gosh. Look, I know I was told to calm down and not say anything, but I just have to tell you that I saw your commercial and like it was amazing. Like, I mean, it was kind of bad, but like you were super cute and it was great. And I'm just like such a big fan.
Was? I
Wow.
think I would like to think I still am.
Well, I mean, I'm still kind of cute and like this, you know, untouchable sort of way, but like, except you're really touchable. You're really, you know, I don't know, maybe you just didn't age well.
Yeah. Sure.
Hey, I'm sure people still like totally love you for your mind.
Right. Yeah, I hear that all the time.
Oh, I'm totally sure. I hear that all the time too. Oh my God, it's crazy. People keep being like, you've got such a great personality.
So, what brings you two here?
The Jedi Council thought that you might need a bit of assistance with your diplomatic mission. And you can tell Ula is trying really, really hard and actually failing to not smirk. I mean, she's able to keep her laughter in, but she's not doing a very good job of controlling the rest of her face. You can see she just wants to start bust out laughing.
So he's gonna be like, no, this isn't right. He's gonna look through the profile of the mission. He's like, yeah, all the details are here, and he starts looking around, trying to look for any cameras. This isn't some sort of funny joke, is it? No
I assure
cameras?
you, the Jedi Council has no sense of humor.
Oh no, but this wouldn't be the first time the Senate's pulled a prank on me. But I mean, it's authorized, so I guess my shuttle's this way. We're all ready to get going. We have everything that we need so far. We're fueled up and ready to go. So whenever you're ready.
And where are your two assistants?
Pilot Mariama's already on the ship. She's
No, the ones that were specially hired for this mission.
So you guys are watching, and something catches your eye, and you all three look, and you can see the two weakways talking to Joseph Jopesh, and you can see that his posture is one of anger, and you can see one of the weakways like talking to him with their finger up in the air, like pointing at him. And the other one's just like nodding, like really fast, like yeah. And Joe Pesci is like, he like looks back to you, Senator, and he looks back to him, and he smacks the fucking hand out of his face, and he's
for
like,
fuck's sakes,
and
Joe
you see him, he points his finger, and he's like, "Brr." You can hear him kind of yelling, sort of, and then the two weakways kind of like stop, and they look at each other and they just die laughing. And then the one that put his finger in his face, like, kind of grabs his shoulder. He's like, yeah, and he's waving his right hand up in the air, like, oh, and they're just like joking around and shit. But Joe Pesci is still got the his body is still kind of stiff, and yeah. And then you see past him, you see Mary. You see her walk down the ramp, and you see her wave towards you, and she looks over at the three, and she shakes her head, and you can almost see her fucking mouth go, God damn it. And you're just like, yeah. But everything seems to be good to go again.
Yeah.
No, there's
shuttle
no
this way.
open fights or anything like that.
And they're called Weekway?
Weak ways.
Okay.
Their name is Daryl and Daryl. So just to let you three know, Daryl and Daryl was a pair of NPCs that I had in the D6 Star Wars that I ran. And they're good soldiers. They are fuckery a little bit, but they do get the shit done when they need to. But you guys will like them anyways.
Anyways, the ship is this way.
Yes. Two ships.
And I'll take the two Twi'leks to my ship, my little shuttle.
Oh my god, Ula, that trip would be so good.
And Ula would just kind of, hold out her hand after you, Senator.
Yeah. So the only shuttle that I have on here is called a Ministry. It's not too big, but it's got two laser cannons on it. It's a medium size, and the speed is about 3,000 feet per millisecond or whatever. It's a lower end model, but it will get the job done for you guys, and it has just the amount of space you need for everything that you're taking with
Jesus.
Cool.
you. If your if your pilot had yachts underneath them, then you would have been flying in something just a little bit better. But apparently not yet.
Yeah, the default pilot that comes with this thing, like with my class,
Mhm.
that's all they get is their starship proficiency is only with shuttles.
Okay. We'll change that later.
I mean, I don't know if they level up. All I know, it just says that they take their initiative on my turn, and at 6th level, the Guardian can make more attacks.
All right. Well, then at 6th level, we'll go ahead and upgrade the proficiency from yachts to something a little bit larger. Probably like from shuttle to like maybe yacht, or unless you find a freighter that you like better. We'll figure that out. We'll figure that out later.
Yeah, I'm looking at it now, and my pilot never levels up. Only my Guardian gets better.
Okay. Well, your pilot will get better. We'll fix that later.
And my Guardian doesn't
Anyways,
get any more hit points. It's so dumb.
All right. So, unless you want to make them at 1st level, and we'll just say they kind of level up as you go, but slower.
Maybe after this game.
Okay. Let's see.
Because the Guardian has 5 hit die, and the pilot only has 2. Or has 3, but...
Okay. That works. So, you walk up to the ship. The two Weekway, they stand up and tall next to each other. Impeccable impeccable manners and stuff. And they both say Senator at the same time. I am Daryl, and no one says I am Daryl. Says we are assigned to you until further notice.
Yeah, hopefully we shouldn't have too much problem. They're just BIMs from my understanding. Smart, but they didn't say they weren't docile, so we'll assume the worst.
One of them looks at you and says, "Permission to speak freely?"
I'm not that strict.
He says, "Okay." He says, "Bims have little carny fingers, and you gotta watch them."
Duly noted. Though I think only one of our guests has to worry about that sort of thing.
They are staring at Sapezi though, like trying not to, but she's amazingly hot, and they're like, "Yes, sir," and they stand up straight, like trying to make a good show that they're the soldiers. We await
All right.
your orders.
Mariama is going to be handling all the driving, unless I think that we're going through somewhere where it'll need a co-pilot. I'll refer to the engineer, Daryl. Say, then you can move to the co-pilot seat.
Yes, sir.
But as far as my understanding, we're just going through typical space, so just man the turrets, and if we absolutely deem it necessary for an escape, then I'll have you in the engine room.
Okay. He walks over to this panel up on the ramp, and he says, "I'm in the engine room, sir."
Okay. Yeah, sure.
And he stands next to the panel, and he's like trying not to laugh, but he's keeping his shit.
Whatever. I don't get paid enough for this. Probably not much at all.
Senator, I don't believe you're being paid for this mission at all.
I know. Government jobs are amazing. Salary, that's the way to go. Let's get on the ship now. Then I'll start walking on the shuttle.
Okay. So you all enter, unless anybody has anything else to do outside. Everybody gets in. Mariama. How you say it again? Mariama. She walks past you three. She says, "Hey, boss, we'll be ready to leave in just a second." She points to the weak eye. She says, "You, get in a seat." And he's like, "Yes, ma'am." And he walks past, and he accidentally bumps into Sapezi. Oh, sorry. And he sits down next to the other Daryl. And the other Daryl smacks him. He's like, "What are you doing that for?" He's like, what are you talking about?" It's like, "You know what you did? She gonna kick your ass." It's like, "Come on." It's like that woman right there with the tentacles will put her foot through your asshole and come out your nose. It's like, okay, maybe. And they just keep cutting it up. So the hatch closes. Miriam walks back up to the front. She says, "Please strap in, everybody, and we'll be leaving here shortly." She's like watching you all, like, strap yourself in. She's like, "Yep." She walks past you all, grabs the 4-point or 5-point harness, jiggles a little bit, and she says, "Okay, we're going." She runs up, and she says, "All right, Jack, we're coming." And up in the front, you can see this little fucking like cat.
Cathar. They're called Cathar.
There's little Cathars just sitting up on top of the console up there. She's like, I know. I don't know if they're stupid, but we'll find out. All right. So she sits down, straps herself in, and engines power up. You guys lift off, and 5 minutes, and you guys are in space. She says, "All right, we're going light speed."
Whee!
She hits the trigger. She hits the levers, and you guys go blurry for a second, and then you guys take off.
Wait, did you strap in the kafar?
Oh, she's like, "Don't worry."
You just hear RIP!
Yeah. So the Safar, she takes off, and it starts, like, you can see, like, slow motion. Its eyes get real big, and its claws come out and dig into the console, and you can see it's moving forward, and her hand comes out and just smacks him in the face and pushes him back on the console. And he's like grabbing her hand and shit, like playing with her. And she's like, "Yeah, I know. I'm sorry I didn't strap you in. Next time I'll get you." All right. So she unbuckles. She says, "All right, we have about 10-hour flight, and then we'll be there." She says, "I would advise everybody get some sleep if you can. If not, well, whatever." She gets his bag and she pulls the data pad up, and you can see she's playing a game on her pad.
Jesus fucking Christ, we're at work.
Oh my god, so we have 10 hours. Let's get to know each other. Oh, we can play games. Oh my goodness. Oh, this is so great.
10 hours later, you... Yeah. No, if you guys want to talk, it's fine.
Yeah, get to know each other. Right. So, Jedi Order, right? But you two don't look similar.
Oh my
Anything.
god, nothing about me is ordered. You should know that by now.
Uh-oh. Not what I meant.
My friend here is still an adept. She has not gone through all of her training yet.
I can see why. I can see why.
It's not a big deal. It would be so much more fun if everybody was like actually fun. Like they just want us to like study and practice and stuff, and that is just so not my deal. Okay. Now Ula's really good at it. Like I keep watching her and she's so amazing. Like I'm just so admiring of her. But you know, like that's just totally not me, you know?
Totally.
Yeah, yeah. So what is air quotes here, totally you?
Oh, I just like to play with knives and stuff, and she'll like and two knives appear like in her hands, and she's like, "See, look, they're so much fun."
Where did you even pull those out of?
Oh my god, I made them with the Force. Isn't it amazing? They're just pure Force energy. Look at this. Whoosh, whoosh. She's actually making the whoosh sounds. Just so you know.
Jesus Christ.
I
love it.
I feel like I'm back in the film industry again. Amazing. And what about you? You seem to be the more practical of the two.
My job, Senator, is just to make sure that you come back alive.
Well, at least somebody cares about my safety.
She is like so good at her job, Senator. You're in like the best hands ever.
Right.
And you can tell she's not distracted, but she is definitely keeping an eye on the 2 week way to make sure that their shenanigans don't get too far out of hand.
Yeah, at this particular time, one of them is feeding the other with a tuber. Not sure where the hell he got it.
Wait. One of the weak way is beating the other weak way with a tuber?
Yes.
You mean like a
potato?
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Like he's beating him with a potato?
Yes.
That's amazing.
The tuber is pretty big. Yeah, it's probably about the size of a large cucumber.
Good God, it's like a turnip. Smacking him about the head with a turnip.
I've totally seen bigger.
The out of the two, Daryl number 1 is the trooper. Daryl number 2 is the engineer. And Daryl number 2 is like, "How you like that shit, huh? How you like it, huh? Talk some shit, motherfucker. I know where you live." He's like, "You live in the same fucking place I do." He's like, "Quit me that shit." and he punches him in the face. He's like, hey, no face shots. Remember that? You remember back in fucking, where were we? Fuck. I can't remember. He's like, you're so stupid. Why can't you remember shit? You've been taking that ginkgo biloba shit. He's like, I know that, but it's not. He's like, what are you talking about, motherfucker? Ginkgo hobo? What? What you been putting in my shit? You've been putting shit. He smacks him again with a tuber. And he's like, I'm going to stuff that shit in your ear and fuck you with a fucking panther dick if you won't quit. He's like, I see you try to pull that shit off that hairy, big fucking ape thing. I'll fucking get my fucking Wookiee friend and fuck you up. And he's like, whatever, dude. He's like, take your ass to sleep. He's like, yeah, that's right. And the other one like punches him in the face and knocks the engineer out. He's like, that's right. He looks over at you guys and you're all just like staring at him. He's like, hello. No problem here, Commander. Excuse me. Nothing at all. And he like starts picking up the tuber and like throwing it behind the seat. Don't worry, he's fine. And he like puts his face back and like puts his chair back. He's like, he's just taking a nap. He was exhausted.
Yeah, I imagine after being pummeled with a potato.
He says, I was being pummeled by a potato. Or he's like, yeah, all right. He says, so we're getting to know each other. And he crosses his legs, puts his hands in front of him, crossed. I'm Daryl.
I'm gonna fucking look around the ship. I'm like, I swear to God, there's got to be fucking cameras in here.
Oh my God, Daryl, it's so nice to meet you. You and your brother, like, you guys are so much fun.
Oh, you look like you're fun too.
I am.
So, I can tell. He's like, well, what do you do?
I hurt things. It's a lot of fun. Do you want me to show you?
Yeah, dude on Daryl right here. He's asleep. He won't feel shit.
Okay.
What?
PT, they're on our side.
All right. Never get to have any fun.
You
Yeah.
can have plenty of fun
Daryl
once
really.
we get on station.
Okay, if you promise, Ula, I
I
trust you.
promise.
Like, Daryl looks genuinely, like, disappointed, like, big time. He's just like, fuck. Never have some. There's never no fun on these damn long flights.
Well,
He
I'm
just leans
sorry
back
you're
and
working
turns
for
to
the
the-
government, okay?
He's like, no, sir, you're fine. You are an exceptional senator. You're great. And he winks an eye, gives you a thumbs up. And he sits back and he pulls out a little pillow out of one of his sacks, like his fucking gear.
I don't even
Hey.
think I need to roll insight for that one.
And he turns to his right a little bit, and then you hear him snoring like a split second later. So,
What the fuck?
Okay, I've got this perfect game that we can play. It's called I Spy with My Little Eye. I'll go first. I spy with my little eye something that looks like a bright white dot.
Ula's just gonna sigh. Is it a star?
Oh my God, you got it. Okay, your turn.
Miriam's like, I thought it was Jack here, because Jack, like, his ass is aiming towards you guys with his tail up, and there's a big white dot. She says, but I was wrong. She goes back to her game.
Oh my God, that's off-white. Some people just don't know colors.
Got dot attacked visually.
Sometimes there's a deep part of me that wishes I was still in the filmmaking business instead.
Oh my God, you definitely shouldn't go back to filmmaking. That would just be a disaster. I mean, like, you were good, but, you know, you're just such a better senator, right, Ula?
Sure.
What's your passive perception?
Mine is 16.
15? Yeah, 15.
Mine's 11.
So you two, Jedi folk, you can hear Daryl under his breath say, "Yeah, sure, you're a fucking star."
All right, I'm gonna go to my quote unquote office. Grab my little data pad. I'll be strapped in back there so I can do some important filing and practice my really bad scripted commercial.
Background noise is
Well,
awesome.
okay.
Thanks for the vote of confidence. Definitely needed all of it. Glad you're all on my side. Glad
Oh my
you
God,
have
I'm glad
off
to
each
be here
other.
with you.
Jeez.
So you go back to your
Oh,
office.
Quote unquote office is probably just like the little cargo bay in the back.
Yeah.
Or, it's like the bathroom.
Well,
Yeah.
no, you do actually have an office where it's got a billet for you to sleep. But you open it up and Joe Pesh is there, crashed out. But once it opens, he pops up and he's got his sword in his hand. He's like, "What's going on, boss? All right? Everything good? You being boarded?"
No, we're not being boarded.
He's like, "Oh, okay." He puts his sword. He's like, "Sorry, Bob." He's like,
Did you
"Sorry about
just
that."
call
And
me-
he straightens your bed back out. And he's like, "I'll be out there, or maybe in the back."
I just want to use my desk. You can sleep in here if you want. Just don't point your sword at me.
He's like, "He didn't point his sword at you. He's just had it out." He's like,
Yeah, well,
"Sorry."
don't pull out the pistol like that. It freaked me out, man.
Oh, sorry. Some things just kind of die very hard.
Well, I'm trying to make our crew look good because we got the Jedi Council here, and you're sleeping, and the other one's our pilot is showing the whatever they are cat anus.
Yeah, he got the white dot, huh? He laughs. He's like, so funny.
So
He looks at you. He's like, "Oh yeah, definitely. That's horrible. It's not funny at all."
well, it's funny as hell, but it doesn't help us with a very
He
good.
laughs with you. And he's like, "Well," he's like, "Have a seat, boss."
I sit at my desk.
He sits back down in bed, or he lays down. He's like, "Don't worry, man." He's like, "Look, I've served one other senator besides you, and
He only died once.
yeah, he only died once, and once they put his head back on, he was fine. He was a little different, maybe a lot different, but he was still able to. But anyways, he's like, it just takes time. Once they see that you can actually do your job and everything, they'll stop fucking with you so much, man. They're just busting your balls right now because you've made commercials and stuff. It's just like the military, Once they figure out your weakness or you have some stupid shit like, dressing up as pandas or some shit like that, they'll fuck with you forever.
I did it once, and it was for a commercial.
Okay, well, you're good to go. Just do your job. Focus. He's like, puts his hands in like a triangle, like pointing towards you. He's like, focus. Don't worry about their shit. Do your job,
Right.
and nobody will be able to fuck with you. He's like,
I'll
if
try.
you don't mind. All right. He's like, if you don't mind, try and take a nap. And he looks at your face and he laughs. He's like, I'm just playing.
Why the fuck does everyone keep telling me to take a nap?
No, he says, I'm taking a nap. You do what you're going to do. But if you want to take a nap, I'll leave.
No, I'm just taking notes anyways.
All right. So, flight goes fine. And no problems. Mariama comes over the intercom into your cabin. She says, "Hey, boss, we're about 10 minutes out. Uh, and I'll let you know when we get into port if that's what you want."
Yeah, we'll go in right away. We'll try to catch them a little bit by surprise so they don't have any time to prepare for anything. We'll just try to get them all on the spot.
She's like, "Yeah, um, especially with this monster of light speed, we're kind of behind the schedule, just about an hour." Just
Well,
letting you know. Sorry.
what the fuck?
Well, the mechanics back there, they never fucking finished fixing that coupling in the light drive. And well,
It doesn't help that our fucking engineer's unconscious.
oh no, he's not anymore. She's like, he's not anymore. And he's attempting to cook a tuber in my fucking transport. Hey, you fuck! Quit doing that shit. You can't cook a tuber with a fucking laser torch in my fucking cabin. She's like, I'll fucking shoot you right now. And you hear like a laser, like you hear something come out of a holster. So I'll shoot all fucking 12 of your toes off. You know, put it away. Damn it. She's like, yeah, we'll be there pretty soon. So she signs off. So you two in the sitting area, you can hear Miriam talking to him in the back, which is like 15 feet away. And fucking Daryl next to you, he wakes up. He's like, oh, that was a good nap. Son of a bitch. He's like, I'm fucking hungry. And he pulls one of the tubers or pieces, pulls out a laser torch, and starts cooking it right there. And the smoke wafts up and hits a little sensor up on top, and it's going, and like red lights start fucking flashing in her cockpit, and you hear her say what I just said. And he's like, after he gets done, he's just like, he throws the tuber on the ground. He's like, all right, part of the lady. Damn it. And by this time, the other one wakes up, sort of. He just kind of pokes his eye out, and he goes, lays his head back down. He's like, can't fucking sleep. Fucking noise. Damn it. Anyways. Yeah, so you hear her say that you guys are 10 minutes out, dropping out light speed. So, if you have nothing. So, we drop out light speed. Immediately, she's on the communications. She's like, sorry, control. This is Sierra 05519er. We are behind schedule, but we are heading in now. Here's our acceptance code, and she hits a little button on the console. She says, "Yes, thank you. We'll head there now." All right. And she says, she gets on the intercom to the back. Says, "Yeah, we're supposed to land at the economic center in the main city, and they are awaiting us patiently." Just so you know. She clicks the fucking comm off. She's like, wow, those things sound like gerbils. Oh my god.
Hopefully, once we land, everything will go much better. Then the drive here. I get out of my office and I start getting out to the front.
Yeah. Joe Besh will follow you out, and he'll sit behind the weakways, and you see he's like really just like gripping his sword hilt and his blaster. Then he stops, puts his hands out flat, closes his eyes for a second, and then he starts going through all of his gear and shit, just making sure everything's fine. So you guys break into the atmosphere. You can hear the burning outside as you come in, and then you feel the shuttle kind of feels like it gets a little bit lighter, kind of sort of, as you actually hit the air, and you fly for maybe about another 20 minutes, and out the viewport in the front, you see this large city coming into view, and it's a pretty nice city. It's round in shape, and you see the architecture really favors like round shapes and columns, but everything flows in a nice way. And she flies over this huge ass market area, and you see nothing but like a fucking sea of like yellow with like little brown dots in the middle of them, kind of sort of. And you see there's just thousands of these little bins moving around everywhere. And she flies over a building, and she's like, "All right, we're making our landing cycle." It's like, "Hold on," and you hear the retro jets fly, click on, and you guys start descending. And it touches down. She says, "All right." She comes to there. She's like, "Thank you for flying." Well, hold on. I got to find her last name again.
Solus.
Yeah. She's like, "Thank you for flying Solus Airlines. Hope you enjoyed it. And if you didn't, well, too bad." She's like, "Here we go." And she walks to the back, hits a button on the little console there, and the ramp lowers down. Immediately when it opens up, you hear just a lot of voices, just like if you could imagine like millions of gerbils just talking. That's kind of what it sounds like.
I think there was a movie like this about 100 years ago. I think it was called Planet of the Hamsters.
Ah.
No, it was called Planet of the Apes. Sorry, but it kind of reminds me of that.
Okay.
Like that ape costume that you like totally wore in that soda commercial where you were like this black and white ape. It was really cute.
Look, it was a really bad Wookiee costume.
Oh my god, that was supposed to be a Wookiee?
Yeah.
Like
So the two Daryls stand up, and one Daryl turns, and the other Daryl's like, "What is that shit right there?" He's like, "Look," and he puts his finger on his face, like actually like puts his finger on his face. He's like, "Dude, that's funny." And he grabs up his gear and he walks down the ramp. He's like, "Could be a good day." So Joe Pesci looks at him, nods. He's like, "What? What'd I do? What? Do I got tuber on me?" He's like wiping his face and shit. He's like, "Fuck it." And he walks down. He grabs this little like, it looks like a stand for like a camera, but it's actually a turret. And he's like, "Whatever, dude." He shoulders his backpack, and then he grabs his turret thing and walks down the ramp. Joe Pesci follows them. He looks at the two Jedi, and he's like silently like bows, "Thank you, awesome." And he walks down, and behind them, and so you two can walk down too. I'm guessing the senator's going to come out last.
Sure.
So you guys walk
I'm
down.
gonna have one of the colas in my little belt pouch.
Mhm. Yeah, so Miriam, she says, is it cold at least?
I mean, we're in like a desert environment, right?
No, it's like forest land.
Well,
Sorry, I didn't explain that to you. Yeah, it's in you guys are kind of like in forest land, but around the city, about a half of a mile, it's cleared out. But there are trees in the city and stuff like that, you know. But if you look past the city, it's just big ass forest. She's like, hold on. She grabs a can and she opens up a panel and she puts a glove on and she holds the can up and she releases this valve for just a split second and this puff of white goes past it and then she hands it to you and the coal is like ice cold, like really almost really fucking frozen almost. She's like, hey, if you happen to drink this because you're doing your stuff, at least it won't be hot.
well, thanks. That's actually the
Sure thing,
first good
boss.
thing that's happened this whole trip.
She's like, just don't trip on the way down the ramp, okay?
Will do.
Okay. So
By will do, I mean I will probably trip down the ramp.
it's like, don't jinx yourself. You're an alright guy. You just got to get more experience. You'll be fine. So, two Jedi, you guys walk down, and in front of you see thousands of these little fucking bims. Okay? And when I said they look like Ewoks, basically they look almost like Ewoks, okay? But their hair is combed, their uniforms are clean, they all wear the same fucking thing. Okay? The only difference is like some of them have different pins on their like left breast area. Some of them have, you know, shapes, some of them have nothing, you know, stuff like that. And so a trio of bims are standing right there waiting as you two walk down. I guess you can stand next to Jopesh, but he kind of moved down, so he kind of figured you would all kind of stand in line, you know, on either side of the ramp as the senator comes down. That's kind of like that's just like normal shit, like you guys do.
All right. As the two of them are walking down, Ula is just going to kind of lean over to Spezi and say, "No knives until it's necessary, and I'll tell you when." Okay.
Okay, Ula. Girl power.
And Ula will just kind of smile and wink at her, and then will straight-faced and start looking forward, scanning the crowd.
Okay. So you look out in the crowd and you see the same face 1,000 times. Really, they just look really just the same. Their hair is all done in the same fashion. Their fucking whiskers are done the same way. It's almost like, almost kind of frightening. Not really frightening, but just off that their whole society just looks the exact same, except for like little pins on their fucking breast. But the three in front of the three that are standing a little ways away, one of them has like, like, just a rack of fucking pins on them, and they're all golden and silver and shit like that. And the one next to him has got the same thing, just a little bit less, and the other one on his right has a little bit less than the one on the left. And they have a protocol droid right there also.
I'm just trying to remember what member of the Senate I'm from.
Sorry?
I'm just trying to remember what member of the Senate I'm from.
Aren't you Arturia or something like that? Arturian?
I thought it was human.
Yeah, I'm
human?
human.
Okay,
If you're
well,
human, Corellia would probably be a good planet for you to be from. Or Coruscant itself.
Yeah, I was just trying to figure out how I spell that.
okay.
Yeah.
That's fine right there. What you got?
Okay.
Yeah. So you walk down the ramp, um, and automatically all the BIMs are just like, oh, whoa, oh, and they're
Jabisi
all like,
starts doing that too.
and they start doing like this. They raise their hands up and they bow slightly with their hands down, and they do that for about 5 times, and then the three walk up, and he goes, and the protocol droid says, the ambassador welcomes you, Senator Shepard, to the world of Bimisari. This is the capital city of Bim. We hope that you had a safe flight. Yeah. And that you should be, and you should know that you are most welcome, and you are a fan. You have a very large fan base here. We do especially enjoy your media commercial.
Well, as it turns out, I have a gift from myself to your people, and I will take out the cold, deep space cola, and I will offer it to the ambassador.
And he takes it from your hand, and he sets it on his flat of one hand and holds it with the other. And he turns around and he puts it in the air, and everybody's like, "Woo!" And he turns back around, he opens it up, and he chugs it down, and he's like, "Ah!" And then he smashes it on his head. He puts the can in a little pouch he has on his left side, and he says, and the protocol droid is like, he is most gracious for the very cold drink. He says that is the most cold drink that he's had so far, and it was very tasty since it is fresh from the homeworld. Thank you so much, and he praises you. And he makes a little noise too. Sorry.
I'll just say, well, once you drink deep space cola, you'll be chilling deeply.
And he goes, oh, like that. He puts up one of his hands. And he says, and he says, the lines that you said are the same from your commercial. Sings to our heart. And they all start this song, and it lasts for about 10 minutes, and they're all doing their shit. And we were just like, oh, awesome. So
in the back of my head, I'm like, this can't be good.
He says, well, no. Then he does his little thing, and the purgatory is like, he says, well, we have a lot to talk about since they are talking and wondering what benefits they will get from joining the Republic. He says our chief export is he rattles off something, I don't know at the moment, and we know that your society really enjoys it, and we have had many diplomats come and try to negotiate terms where it is cheaper. He says, but we BIMs are not easily swayed, so we don't see the reason for going down on our price, and we are still hesitant to join the Republic just for this reason. Since we understand that the Republic would offer, security and more avenues of, commerce, but we are handling our commerce quite well by ourselves. So let's go inside. You can refresh yourself and get out of the sun. and he gestures to his right, and he starts walking off. And the droid says the the ambassador wishes for you to follow him inside, and we can become more comfortable sitting.
Right. Agreed. Let's go forward with the negotiations.
Okay, so you spend the next hour talking to him. Make me a. Do you have like a knowledge or something like that?
Nope.
Okay, so why don't you roll me your charisma, or do you have like a persuasion or?
I got performance and persuasion.
Okay, so why don't you roll both for me?
So I'll roll my persuasion first, which is gonna be a quick math 17, and my performance is going to be a 19.
Okay, so you got a 19 on what again?
19 on performance and 17 on persuasion.
Sorry, sometimes when you guys talk, it garbles on my side. Okay, so yeah, you. Okay, so the performance works really well. The persuasion, he outrolled you, and he's just like, no, I. The Purple George is like, we appreciate you for being here, but the stipulations are still too extreme. He says we need more guarantees, and we would like some other things. But for now, we will let you walk around and enjoy our market. Our market here is the largest in BIM and Bimasari itself, and you can peruse our merchandise, spend credits if you want, and then in about an hour we'll reconvene and hopefully we can work some more stuff out.
Sounds fair. Let's reconvene soon.
Okay, so the rest of you were actually, you guys were able to come inside also, but the senator and him were kind of sitting off by themselves as the rest of you kind of chill out in just like a bar area. The Daryl and Daryl were just like, where's the booze, right? And fucking the BIM behind the bar taps a little button on the little box. He says, we have no alcohol here. We don't believe in alcohol, he says, but we have space cola. And he pulls out one of the little cans, puts 2 cans up there. He says, you are more than welcome to drink these. And they're like, oh. And he looks over to Joe Pesci. Joe Pesci is like shaking his head. And they're like, okay, this will do fine. So they do that. You other two, I don't know what you guys are doing, but I guess you guys would probably be watching. So do you guys have like a force sense or anything like that?
There's force, telepathy, mind meld, mind thrust. No, I don't think force sense is a thing in this particular.
Would you feel if something like a Sith was around or
Probably
bad intentions? Okay, so
depends upon proximity. If it's I'd say within 30 to 50 feet, probably. The closer they are, the easier it would be able to tell.
All right. Okay, so why don't you two make me a perception roll?
Sure.
$22.
23.
Nice.
Girl power.
Okay, so 22 is great. So, Pizza, you're looking around because you're very curious about everything, and you get to talking to one of the other BIMs, and you guys are just, you're just asking questions. He's asking questions and stuff, and he's one of the other two who was out there with him, with the main guy, and he's like, later, we'll go out to the market and you can look around. He says, we have the best craftsmen in Bimasari. They bring their wares here. And it just so happens this day is one of the festival days.
Ooh, a festival! I love festivals.
Yeah. So you look out the window and you see a hooded figure way out in the distance and just a sea of yellow. And something just doesn't look right. And of course, it's taller than the rest of the things out there, and it reaches out to look at something at a one of the stalls, and you see a lightsaber on its hip. And then two other figures join them, and they are wearing kind of long coats that go down to the middle of their thigh. And you definitely can tell that one of them is packing. But what the thing is that they're not a BIM, so they just kind of catch your interest.
I'll put my finger on the mouth of the BIM that I'm talking to like shush it and be like, "La, you see that too, don't you?"
He looks over and he says, "Oh yes, those are ambassadors from the Trade Federation." He says they also are trying to get us to join them also. He says we don't understand though, because from our investigations, they do not require what we produce as much as the Republic does. They talked for maybe about an hour, and that's it. They've been here for about 2 or 3 days. He says cycles.
Keep an eye on them.
Okay. So the senator stands up. What's that?
Oh, I was going to say that's what she's going to do, and she's going to tell Zapizzi to do the same thing. Just keep an eye on him.
Okay. So you guys just kind of keep your eye on those three, and they walk around the market. Every so often, they look towards where you guys are at. Joe Pesh walks over to you guys. He's like, "Did you see those three?"
Mm-hmm.
He says they've been eyeing this building for a while.
I do not believe that they have our best intentions at heart.
He says, "No." He says, "All my years, they spell problem." So, anyways, Senator stands up, and he walks over to you guys.
I don't know. I don't know what to say to them. I brought up every, normal talking point that other senators from the Republic have always brought up in their conversations, but they don't seem interested in any of that. I mean, the expansion of the market doesn't seem to interest them, and neither does having the Jedi Order backing them up. So don't really know what more that they would add. Of course, the spaceway is important, but
Perhaps you are here more for idol worship than you are for negotiating prowess, Senator.
well, idol worship is the reason why I got this job in the first place, and I'll be honest, it's not exactly a positive thing. Since I got kicked
Well,
out of my previous job. Because
yes, but it does not seem like these sentients really care whether you've been kicked out of your last job or not. They seem to worship you even in spite of your lackluster abilities. Perhaps you can approach them from that avenue instead of one that is merely revolves around the positive benefits of mutual trade.
I mean, I could. It's moral, and probably not a good idea. But
Well, you could always make special appearances every so often. Perhaps that would persuade them.
like concerts or a live show.
Sure. I mean, they obviously enjoy just being around you, unlike other people. Perhaps it would be an avenue of approach to offer cameo visits or even a shepherd a con or something along that line.
I do that. I'd have to talk to my dad. Don't know how well that would go.
Well, it is for the benefit of the Republic.
Look, Senator, do you want to know my opinion? I get a lot of people to do a lot of things for me, so I think I know a thing or two about this. You just have to tell them what they want. They don't know what they want. Boys never know what they want. You just got to tell them what they want, and they'll get on board with you.
And with that, Ula's just going to kind of look at her and go, yes, but the Senator doesn't have your assets, Tabitsi.
Well, that's true, but maybe we can do a makeover.
No.
That sounds like a wonderful idea.
Oh my God, I have this kit here. Oh my God, you're gonna look so good, Senator. I promise, I'm really good at this.
If I dress up as a Wookiee now, I'm going to have a heat stroke.
Oh my God, I wasn't gonna make you a Wookiee. I know better than that. I know what these little guys are like.
You'll need some stilts. You hear Joe Pesci say from behind you guys. Just saying.
Oh, you need more than stilts to be a Wookiee, hun.
He's
like,
a
lot of fronts here.
So yeah, just a question. Can you feel the love tonight?
So the one BIM that was sitting there talking with Sapisians, he puts the box back on. He says, now we could go out to the market and you are allowed to peruse the wares of all the merchants out there if you wish.
Well, I guess getting a better understanding of the markets around here would be ideal.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so you all head out there. The Daryl choose to stay in there at the bar. He's like, if you don't mind, we're just gonna sit here because it seems like there's no danger at all. He says, but we'll keep an eye on you in case you need any backup. Joe Pesci is like, yeah, that's a great idea. You guys just stay there. He's like, come on, boss, let's go. So you head out there, and you see Mariama is sitting over at the ship, oil all over her jumpsuit, as she is working on the problem that the flight mechanics were supposed to be working on. And so she sees you, she nods, and she goes back to working. She's all about the ship. Might be a piece of junk, but she keeps it on tip top shape. So you head out, and the BIMs are very. If I had to explain their culture, they're kind of like how Japanese people are, as far as really, really polite, and they all have a really strong sense of society, and everybody's really good natured, and they offer you wares and stuff, and most of them were pretty cool. I mean, you see jewelry and you see mechanical things and just everything that like a world marketplace would have. One thing you don't see is like weapons. You see a lot of like things for like homes, like power generators and light fixtures. So, in this place, once you if you would walk around it, it's probably about a half a mile walk, just how big it is. And you can see concession stands towards the middle of the plaza and stuff there. And there's thousands of BIMs there, just talking. It almost gives you a headache because it's so loud, the chattering. And you get to one, and you actually come up to a stall, and it has fanfare for you there. It has posters and like greeting cards and even like pictures, and then it has like actually has like digital recreation. Has digital recreation videos of like your commercial and like other ones that are fan made, like they actually like made like a cartoon of you doing other things, stuff. And you're just like kind of floored, like, wow, they're really into me that much. And you see there's a constant flow of BIMs there, just buying tapes. And so, and they, after a second, some of them actually start noticing you, and then they're just like, oh, and shit like that. And they start like pawning over you and stuff and asking for autographs and stuff like that.
Yeah, I'll give it to them.
Yeah. So, after, actually, it's just a steady stream. Once they know that it's you, like a line forms, and it's just like they just keep coming, and it's almost like the whole group of them just get into a line that swirls around, and before you know it, almost every one of them is cycling through to get an autograph by you, which kind of trips you out also.
But also gives me a really good idea.
Yeah. And someone roll me a perception roll.
I am busy giving an autograph, striking poses for cameras.
24.
Okay. So you feel it. You feel the eyes on you, and you look around, and by the corner of a building, you see the three of them that were out there earlier, just watching you. And the one hooded one is speaking to the other two, and he's gesturing towards you guys. And the other two nod, and they take off. And that one just kind of stands there with his arms crossed, leaning on the building, just watching you guys like very intently.
Is the one with the saber the one giving the orders?
Yeah, he's the one that's sitting there watching you guys too.
Okay. Ula's going to lean over to Pizzi and say, "Looks like it may be time for you to drag out those knives, sweetheart.
Oh,
May
yes,
just
Dad.
end up with a lot of trouble."
But we are trouble.
And with that, Ula is going to just kind of, I guess, be sleight of hand with a 12 plus it'd be a 16, no, 18 total sleight of hand
Mhm.
to unclip her lightsaber from her belt, and then is going to tell Tapiti, "Hey, go talk. Go tell the go tell what's his name over there. Not the senator, the other one, bodyguard.
Joe Pesh.
Yeah, Joe Pesh. That we're about to have company." But she's not taking her eyes off of the force sensitive that's just been staring him down.
So, you watching him, and he nods to you. And about that time, you look around some more, and now there is not only three of them. The two that were with him show up with him, but there's another four of them. Two of them on either side of the marketplace. Um, they are wading through the bims, um, kind of sort of towards you guys, and the lightsaber wielder and the other two start moving towards you. And Jopesh, he says, "Boss, he says we got some trouble."
I'll
says,
stand up from some of the bims, and I'll say, "What kind of trouble are we talking about? Like some disgruntled fans?"
He's like, look at your 3 o'clock. To your
And
right. Look to your
then
right.
I've probably been with Joe Pesh enough that when he starts using military terms, that I should probably be a little more serious, and I'll just kind of, I won't turn my head, but I'll just look over with my eyes.
Okay. Well, if that's the case, then he'll probably use some other code words. He says, "Why don't you look at he says, look at that beryllium over there. That means right."
And I'll look over to some sort of
And you see two.
generator.
Yeah, you look, and you see two figures walking, and their eyes are looking at you. And he says, "And look at that Bacta over there." And that'll be your left.
And I'll be
and
looking at some sort of stand.
Yeah, and you see two others on your left. And then he says, "Look at that starport pin over there." And you look kind of straight ahead, and you see the three moving towards you in that direction. And you can see Ula and Tepizi over there, just watching them two intently. Also, roll me insight real quick.
I don't have a skill, so.
Um,
But I did get 19.
That's good.
Nice.
That'll work. Okay, so you're trying to think quick on your feet, and one thing that you do remember from what the Bimasaris were telling you about themselves and stuff is that they have no thievery here, because them as a society, they all work together. And you're thinking that maybe if you grab someone off the stall from behind you, that maybe it'll cause a commotion and maybe either scatter them so that way you can take care of these uh, these people that are walking towards you without anyone getting hurt, or maybe they'll cause a commotion so you can get out of there in a better and have a more advantageous spot to combat them at. And with you, they may not think you're stealing on purpose. Maybe they'll probably think that you're just kind of don't know the customs, but you just never know. One thing they did tell you is that if anybody does steal, normally um, the person that is stole from will wail really loud in a certain fashion, and everybody chips in and grabs the assailant. They tell you a story about these other people that visited, and um, one of their people had grabbed something, and over 100 BIMs had grabbed that person and moved them away from the area. So that kind of pops in your head as a memory they told you earlier. So I don't know if that would help you for what you guys want to do, but there's that.
I'm gonna walk over to, like, turn behind me. Is there like a fruit stand or something that I can?
You're still at the fan booth. Actually, well, the fan booth will be on your left. Yeah, there's just some like little like jewelry place right there in front of you or something.
Shit. I don't really know enough about BIMs personally to make anything like serious happen. And I don't have sleight of hand.
Well, that's even better because you can try, and if you fail, well, that's the whole point, isn't it? If you're trying to make them react, something like that. What's up, bro?
Yeah, I'll just go over to the jewelry store and I'll say, can I look at something really quick? And then he muted himself. So my idea is that I'm gonna ask to look at some jewelry. Then I'm gonna try to use deception to pretend that I tripped and kind of throw it on the guy. And then maybe they'll think that when I get up to look at it, it'll like cause that disruption that I was looking for.
Yeah, you could always take like fruit or something from a fruit stand and just start eating it while you're walking away.
Well, I don't want to defame my own character. I want to defame them.
Oh, okay, I see what you're saying.
So it's like if I'm looking at something and then I turn around and trip, quote unquote, and then I accidentally drop it on them, I can maybe if I get up and I ask them for it back, and then they start pulling out weapons, then because it'll already be suspicious when they'll already look pretty bad when they have the item that I was looking at.
Right.
And then their only choices are to immediately pull out their weapons and try to fight us, or even if they try to give it back, I'll just discredit them and call them a thief.
Sounds like a plan.
No.
It sounds like a plan for me. Now we wait.
And while we're waiting, I'll be back in 2 and 2.
Why are you guys all calling my character stupid?
To be fair, you're being called stupid by a character who's not all that bright herself.
I have 12 intelligence. Leave me alone. I'm actually really balanced. Like, I don't have... My lowest stats are 12.
Yeah.
I just
I,
wish
I
I had
have quite a
Jack-of-all
few high
trades.
stats, so that's why I'm playing her sort of weird to sort of make up for it.
I just want to use my majestic talent, my hero. That's all I want to do.
I want to use my force talent, center of attention.
Oh, then I can use my encouraging words on you. I basically have like a paladin lay on hands, but it's temporary hit points.
Yeah.
It lasts until a long rest.
That's pretty dope.
Hells yeah. And then my hero acts as a heroism, but it scales with my level.
Okay. Well, I have a charm effect that there's no saving throw for, which is great. And then and then I have center of attention, which it makes every other creature besides me invisible to a creature of my choice. They just have to make a charisma save. But if you need anybody to sleight of hand something, she can sleight of hand. She can also move real fast.
Man, where were you 10 seconds ago? Help me. I'll need help. This is completely out of my area of expertise.
I wonder if I could move fast enough and like plant it on them so that they wouldn't see, because I can move 60 feet around.
I move a lazy 30. But I get like this epic bardic inspiration.
Yeah.
It works on basically everything. Except it's just a die weaker. Like it's a D4 instead of a D6.
Oh, okay. Not bad.
All right.
Welcome back.
Thanks. So, are we making a run for it or what?
We don't know. Time is strangely still here. But basically my idea is to, well, I already told you my plan. We're just going to try to plant something on them. Because I don't want to discredit myself. But then everyone's telling me that you guys have way better decks and sleight of hand scores. So, I mean, anytime you want to bail me out here.
No, you did like such a good job, Senator.
Thanks. I just came up with the idea, but you made it happen. Teamwork makes the dream work.
Yeah. Sleight of hand.
Because I don't have, I'll tell you my skills right now. I have athletics, acrobatics, and then the rest are in charisma-based skills. Deception, persuasion, intimidation, and performance. I came here to talk, people. And maybe exercise. I did not come here to sleight of hand.
Well, I've got sleight of hand and stealth. And then pretty much everything else is either charisma or wisdom based for this character.
Yeah. Yeah, I have acrobatics, sleight of hand, stealth, insight, perception, survival, deception, performance, and persuasion.
Yeah, I've got the deception, performance, persuasion. I have survival and perception. I have medicine, insight, sleight of hand, and stealth.
Hey guys, sorry
So-
about that.
You alright, man?
Yeah, I had to fix TV real quick. Motherfucker's going out. It's like we put it on HDMI, but like it wasn't catching the cable box. So I put it on the Xbox on there, and they weren't catching that either. So I turned it on and turned it back on, and then they didn't want to work. So I think I'm gonna have to probably gonna need to get a new TV there. Anyways, all right, back to what you were saying, Alex. Sorry about that.
So basically, to summarize it, my plan is that I want to ask to borrow something, but then I'm gonna accidentally fumble it and kind of accidentally toss it onto somebody else. A lot of air quotes here to the accidentals.
Okay.
And then I'm basically gonna point them out to the crowd and say that he has something that I was looking at, that I was looking to buy, and then I would ask him to give it back.
Okay.
And then that
Alright,
would get all the BIMs to back away.
Yeah. Okay. So you asked the merchant that, and they're like, yes. And make a dexterity roll for me.
For which part?
You said you wanted to put the whatever you had in your hand on somebody else.
Well, I'm not gonna be sneaky about it. I'm gonna just fumble it and then kind of toss it to them by accident, quote unquote.
Oh, okay. So roll performance for me.
Okay, well, performance and deception are the same, so. Keep hitting all my dice. Fuck off. That's 23.
Okay. So you grab it, you're looking at it, you fumble it, and then you kneel down to grab it, and you toss it like you want to, and go ahead and so you stand up and you say what you're going to say, and all the BIMs start screaming, and they start pointing at the one BIM, and they like just bum rush him and grab him, and they're like holding, because he's holding the thing in his hand, and they grab his hand and push it up, so like as if he had it up high, like showing everybody, and just like a sea of yellow just envelops him, and they start carrying him in a large mass group.
And I'm just gonna act surprised, like, why would he do that?
Mm-hmm. All right. So what do you guys want to do with that? So the two guys on your left and rights, they kind of start looking around like, what the hell? And the two guys that are with the other dude start doing that too, kind of like, and they start kind of like reaching in the coats a little bit. But the other dude, he's looking straight at Ula and Sipizi, and he says, enough, and he pulls his coat. He grabs his lightsaber and activates it, and he starts running towards you guys. Roll initiative.
Oh shit, he ain't joking.
BT.
Is it nighttime now?
It's time to play. And she's just gonna, Ula's just gonna wink at Tepezy and tell her, have fun.
And I'm gonna be like, I'm not gonna notice at first because I'm just kind of basking in my recent success. And I'm like, wait, what? And I'm gonna look at the lightsaber coming our way. And I'm gonna look at the guy coming at us with his lightsaber. I'm like, oh shit.
I'm a little distracted watching them like carry away the one BIM, and I'm like,
Man, that looks fun. You should totally do that later. Oh shit. Fight, yeah.
Okay, so for the I'm just gonna call him a Sith for now. You guys don't know that. But you're pretty sure you know what the hell it is.
Is it a red lightsaber?
It is a red lightsaber.
Oh shit, son. I'm too pretty to die.
No, you're really not.
Oh, you fucking bitch.
And the troops, that's theirs. Joe Pesh, you actually have.
Joe Pesh shares initiative with me
That works.
because my cohort's ability works alongside theirs.
Okay. Works
All right,
good.
I'm making a list here. Let's see. Yours was 17 with a 14, so you guys go next. I'm just going to use your first name. It tracks and...
I thought I rolled a 5, but I didn't see the 1, so I was like 15. No. Dang.
And crew is going to be 17, 14. And...
Okay.
DC had a... Oh, what is that? Okay. Bam. I think that's everybody.
I didn't say that takes an action. What the fuck?
WTF.
So I guess I can use encouraging words for free. That's cool. Okay.
All right. Okay, let me cut looking through the stuff here and see what's good. Okay, so Ula, you're up first.
Okay, so since Home Slice has decided that he's just going to go full tilt, are there any fur balls between me and him?
Yeah, there's a sea of them, but you'll get half your movement if you want to wade through them.
And how far away is he?
Right now, he's probably about 50 feet.
Okay. Going to activate. She's going to activate her lightsaber, and she is going to move half of her movement, so half. So she'll move forward 10 feet.
Okay.
And she will wait for him to. Well, actually, no. She'll move her full movement, which would be 20 feet. So he'll have to move the rest, and she'll hold her action. If he gets within striking distance of her lightsaber, she'll attack. If not, she'll take the guard stance or whatever.
Okay.
And and that'll be our turn.
Okay. Then it is the Sith's turn. He is going to move another 30 feet closer. And did you move?
Yeah, move 20 feet forward, so we should be engaged in melee now.
All right. So it's going to move up towards you, and it's going to make an attack roll.
Do I get my attack as well for my
Yeah.
held action?
Yeah. So
All right, cool.
we'll do it. Let's see. So 22 hit.
Yes, 22 hits.
So how much is lightsaber's damage?
Lightsaber's damage, if it's a single-bladed lightsaber, it's D8 radiant.
1d8. Okay.
Yeah.
And then what do you add? Do you add your dex or your?
It's
strength?
yeah. If he's using it dexterity, if it's a single-bladed, it can be strength or dex. It's finesse. If it's a double-bladed, then it's strength only.
Okay.
And I got a 22 to hit.
Okay. You hit him. He hits you.
All right, cool.
All right. So you both tag each other at the same time. He's going to do 8 points of damage.
All right. Let me note that, and then I'll tell you. He takes 16. He takes 27 points of damage.
Ouch.
Yeah, she's using it two-handed, and she also expended 3 force points on force weapon.
Oh, okay. I didn't know all that shit. That's cool though. I have to learn all this crap.
Yeah, I can. I mean, like, if you want, like, just generic force users that are based off the Mystic class, I can pretty much tell you what you need to know for weapons, for weapon abilities.
What is it? The lethal strike thing?
Yeah, it's a D10 per point.
Oh wow! Damn, that hurts.
Yeah, but the limit is for basically tier 1 stuff. The limit is 3.
Okay.
So you can do up to 30 if you max it out.
Okay. Yeah. So that's your guys' turn, and then let's see. The troopers are going to fire. So there's 6 of them. They all pull out blasters. 2 of them got heavy blasters, and the other 4 have blaster rifles. Blaster rifles, I think, do.
Blaster rifles do I believe it's D10.
Yeah.
Yeah, D4 for D6, then yep, D10.
And pistols do what, a D6, right?
Heavy blaster pistols do a D6. Regular blaster pistols do a D4.
So one of them is going to attack Sapizi. He rolled a 1. So let me see if. Yeah, so he shoots past you and tags one of the other guys on the other side. You just do this matrix like real fast because you felt it coming, and he tags him for 3 points. All right, another guy, the guy next to him looks at him and he's like, "What are you doing?" And he rolled a 15, and he's attacking Jopesh. What's Jopesh's rating?
Jopesh's defense armor class is 16.
Okay, so you missed. All right. Next guy.
Jopesh, because he finished a long rest with me, also has 9 temporary hit points.
Cool. Okay, so the other the trooper behind the Sith, he is going to fire at the senator.
Fuck no.
He rolls a 22 to hit.
Yeah, that hits.
This guy has a blaster pistol. He hits you for 5 points of damage. And
Damn.
the other side, the guy on the other side of him, fires at Joe Pesh, and he hits a critical. So Joe Pesh takes. He's got a blaster pistol also, so that's 12. He takes 14 points of damage.
Well, good thing I gave him temporary hit points.
Yep.
So he's taken 5 damage so far.
The guys on the right side, one of them is going to shoot at you, Senator.
God damn it.
He rolls an 18 to hit.
Yeah.
He's shooting a blaster rifle. And he does 12 points of radiant damage.
Zam.
Yeah, he rolled a 10 on his shit. And the other one after that is going to fire at Ula with a 19.
That'll hit.
All right. And does 3 points of damage. He rolled a 1 on his damage. Okay. All right. Yeah, it's your turn, Senator.
Well, I am getting brutally fucked up. I'm already at half health. So that feels good.
Sorry.
So I'm going to turn on my plasma shield. And I'm going to be using my physical armor. As I'm going to tell Jopesh with my encouraging words that this is his show from here on out. He needs to deal with those two over there. I'm going to point them to the two on the right that are shooting at me.
Okay.
And so that will be my action, is to tell him to go over there and attack.
All right.
And he's going to attack with his vibroblade.
All right. So he runs over there to the first one because they're moving up also, and slashes at him.
17 to hit.
That'll hit.
And he's going to deal 5 slashing. I think it's slashing.
Yeah, vibroblades are slashing damage.
So he will deal. So that's my action, is commanding him to attack.
Okay. On the other side, Mariama sees what's going on, and she pulls out her weapon and fires from there.
She's gonna have a really hard time hitting them with a heavy blaster pistol.
She can move up 30 feet.
Okay, well, if she's...
Actually, you know what? Never mind. She sees what's going on, and she runs inside the ship.
Do we have comms?
Yeah.
I'm gonna use my
It's a free
bonus
action. It's fine. It's a free action.
Okay, then I'm gonna say, get the Daryls.
And she's like, all right, I'm sure they hear it, but I got something else in mind, and you can hear the whine of the engine starting up. Right about that time, the two Daryls burst out of the building over there. They're gonna have a 12 for initiative, so they'll go last anyways. One of them shoots.
I turned it over.
Yeah, they're gonna go at the same time as you, as far as like the crew. Actually, no. They burst out and they're pulling the rifles up, and it'll be Sapizi's turn.
Well, don't skip the rest of my turn.
What else
I
do
can
you
do
got
so
to do?
much. I'm gonna. How far away is Sapuzi from me?
I think she's
Pissy.
20 feet, something like that, 30 feet maybe. I'm guessing she's right next to Ula.
I haven't moved up yet, and she has, so I'd probably be a little bit closer to the senator.
Okay, so I'm gonna. So I gave some encouraging words to Jopesh.
Okay.
Which I gave him 8. I'm going to move over to her, and I'm going to give her the rest of my encouraging words by saying, "Just go crazy, let loose. This is your moment."
Oh my god, you're totally right.
And I give her a thumbs up before I go and take cover in a stall, because I am pretty fucking banged up.
Okay. Then you run over there and jump behind the thing. And the bin behind there's like, ah! Runs out the back of the stall. He's just like, wait. I'm trying to protect us. Sort of.
I was going to try using my action to kind of get these guys in the spotlight, but I got shot up and hurt really bad, so forget that. And that's my turn.
Okay. So it's PZ, it's your turn now.
How many temporary hit points did you give me?
7.
7. Okay. So are there 2 of these troopers that are like standing like sort of right next to each other?
Yeah, the ones on the right are standing right next to each other, and the ones on the left are standing next to each other. The ones in front, where the Sith is, they're kind of 10 feet away from him on either side.
Okay. All right, I'm going to look at the ones on, I think, the right, because I think Ula's got pretty good handle on the other guys. And I'm going to wink at the one, and he's going to have to make a strength saving throw.
Okay. The ones on the right are the ones that got the Daryl's coming up behind them, and Jopesh is fighting them.
Okay.
The ones on the left are got nobody fucking with them right now. Just,
okay.
But if you still want to do the ones on the right, that's fine.
I'll do the ones on the left if nobody's fucking with them yet.
Yeah, nobody's.
Okay.
Okay, so he needs to make a straight saving throw?
Yeah. One of them has to make a strength saving throw.
Okay, so one of them rolls a nat 20. And that comes out to a 22. And the other one rolls a 5.
Okay, well, it was just on one of them, so whichever one.
Okay.
So I'm assuming then the one made it.
Yeah, one of them made it, one of them didn't.
Okay, it's only a single target effect.
Okay.
Okay, so that didn't work then.
Well, no, you just say you targeted the one that didn't make it.
Right, I target the one that looks real weak and wimpy.
Okay. Did you put your hand out towards him when you do this?
I wink at him, and he just and all of a sudden this hand made of force just comes out and just crushes him for 6 force damage, and then it takes him just slightly off his feet, and I slam him into his friend. I say, "Stop hitting yourselves."
Okay, the other guy just kind of like pushes against him and. Okay.
And then with my bonus action, I'm gonna make both my blades appear, and I'm gonna lick each one, and I'm gonna use 2 force points to hone my blades, and that'll be my action. I'll move up to these 2 that have, or like I'll try to engage these 2 that I just slammed against each other as well. Like I'll try to walk up to them if I can make it.
Okay. Yeah, you can run up to them, and they're moving forward also. But yeah, you get right up to in front of them, and they're kind of standing in a defensive posture, kind of sort of. All right, so dick face. All right, so the first Daryl bursts out, and he throws something in the air, and you can see it's the damn turret. The turret flies out about 10 feet, drops on, and while it's in the air, it opens up, and a little panel pushes out and corrects it, and it drops itself on its legs. And a little box, it pops open, two barrels, or a barrel pops out of it, and a little aiming sensor on the top pops up, and it swivels for a second, and it catches one target, and it's going to fire. All right, it tags him. The dude on the left, and he takes. I think it's a D8. I'm going to say it's a D8. So he's going to take. So he takes 6 points of radiant damage as the turret blasts him to his back. And him throwing the turret out was his action. The other Daryl comes out with a large blaster rifle. And he moves 30 feet, stops, aims, and just like, and he fucking blasts the other dude in the back. He thinks he is, but what he does is he drops the E-clip out of it by accident. He rolls a 1. And he's like,
What is...
He's like, what the? He's like, God damn it. He spends the rest of his turn grabbing the clip and putting it back in.
Is that the Daryl with the dick on his face?
The Daryl with the dick in the face is the one that took the turret out.
Oh, okay.
He's the one that talks shit most of the time. Okay, top of the round, Ula.
All right, gonna take a swipe at this Sith. So 23 to hit.
That is going to hit.
All
See
right.
it? He puts his sword up. He still hits him, but he's going to kind of parry it, so some of the damage is going to go away, but he still hit him.
Okay.
He's soaking up damage, basically.
All right, so that's 19, 21, 27, 30, 31 points.
Okay.
Yeah, 31 points of radiant damage.
Yeah, you tag his ass good.
That's another 3. It's another 3 force points expended. And I think that's it.
That's it? All right. So you tag him good. He's like, he shakes it. He shakes his head. It's very well. He swings for you. And
Oh wait, I'm sorry. I was wrong. It's a force recovery bonus action. I get hit points back for force points that I've expended.
okay. So he rolls a 23 to hit.
Yep, that'll hit.
Okay. So tags for that. All right, so you take 4. 6. 26 points of radiant damage.
Okay.
See, he bears into it, and you can tell he's using maybe the same technique as you.
Okay.
And then he flips his fucking lightsaber around and puts it in front of him, and that's going to be his turn. All right, so his troopers, the ones on either side of him with the blast pistols, one shoots at Sapizi. The 24 hit.
Does he have to roll at disadvantage because I'm engaged with them?
Okay. It's one of the guys with the Sith guy. It's not the two guys in front of you.
Okay. Yeah, 24 to hit.
Okay, so he does 4 points of radiant damage.
Okay.
The other guy on the other side of the Sith, he shoots at Ula for a 22. He does 5 points of radiant damage. The two on the right side, They turn around, and one of them aims for the Darrow with Dickie Darrow, and he tags him. That's right, Jeff. And he does 9 points of damage to him. And then the other one is going to shoot at Joe Pesh, which he just barely hits. And he does 13 points of damage to him. Tags him good. You see Joe Pesh jerk as he gets hit. And then the other two in front of you, Tepezy, one of them takes a disadvantage and shoots you.
Okay.
Which I think an 11 is going to miss, right?
Yep.
All right. And the other one, he's going to try and butt stroke you. And that's going to be a 15 to hit.
That misses.
Okay. That's all of them. And then we go to the Senator and his people. So, Senator?
All right, I'm gonna duck out. I'm gonna stand up and investigate how my friends are doing with their
All right.
injuries.
So, you see Joe Pesh. What's his HP?
He only took 5 damage, so he's at 33, but he has 8 temporary hit points.
Does he have a shield?
No.
Okay. He took 13 points this last shot.
Okay, so then he would be at, he had 8, so he would have lost, so it would have been 6. So he would be at 27.
Okay. And then the fire before that, he got hit for 14.
So he'd be at 13.
Okay. And you can see the ship. Your shuttle lifts up about 5 feet, and it spins on its axis really fast. Almost moves too quick and then it stops, corrects itself, and you see that your 2 blaster cannons are right in line with the 2 dudes that are over there. And Mariama is not fucking around. She's going to fire the ship's blaster cannons at him.
I'm gonna tell Joe Pesh to get the hell out of there.
Joe Pesh looks over and he's like, oh shit. And he jumps for cover to his right. And right about that time, she fucking lets out a barrage. So
Please don't hit anyone else.
Yeah, so all the BIMs are gone by now. They have scattered like fucking roaches. So she shoots twice. She's going to shoot at one of them. What's her plus to hit for the pilot?
She got. It doesn't give me her pilot stats. It just gives me her heavy blaster actions.
Okay.
It's a +4 to attacks.
I'm going to say she probably has maybe like a +6 for the piloting ship. So she rolls a 24 to hit one of them. And I think, if I'm not miscorrect, it does 4d10 radiant damage on those ships.
Yeah, ship blasters do 40-10 radiant.
Okay, so 13, 18. So she does 23 points for the first shot at one of them, which blows one of them apart. Then she corrects it, and she's going to shoot at the other one. And she's going to tag that guy, for sure. And 3, 7. So she does 14 points to that guy. And that blows that guy out of the fucking water, too. So she's like, and fucking, they look to the left just at the same time as both of the blasters go off, and they both get hit. And the 2 Darrells get fucking they kind of put their hands up, and they get peppered with blood and gore and shit, and cooked meat. All right.
Remind me to give the Senate notice to promote you. God.
Jopez is like, I concur, and he rolls to his left. Oh, he rolls to his right, and
He is
puts his
equipped
rifle.
with a blaster rifle, yeah.
Yeah. He rolls to his right on the ground, and he takes aim at one of the dudes that is over where Sapizi is, and fires. And he rolls a 19. So that comes out to a 25. What's his blaster damage? Guessing he has a rifle.
Yeah, 1d10 plus 3.
Alright, so he hits that dude for 7. Alright, that guy has been hit already once, so he's looking rough. And
Alright.
that's it for your dudes. Now it's your turn.
Alright, I've used up all my encouraging words. I'm not sure if this is a bonus action. Oh, it's an action. For fuck's sakes.
You haven't used an action yet, though.
I know. I'm saying it's an action because that's my inspiring call.
Oh, okay.
I'm gonna say it's as an action, an ally within 60 feet of you that you can see gains an inspiring call die. The size of the die is determined by the levels of the senator, which is only a d4.
Okay.
Within the next minute, they may use this extra die on any attack roll, ability check, or saving. Attack roll, damage roll, ability check, or saving throw.
Nice.
They may decide to use this extra die after they roll, but not before the DM has decided that it succeeded or failed. You may use this feature a number of times equal to 1 plus your charisma modifier, and I regain them all on a short or long rest.
Awesome.
So I'm going to use my inspiring call on Ula since she is fighting the Sith.
Okay.
And I'm just gonna pretty much just say, for the Grey Order, because I know that's the order that she works for.
Right. Okay.
And I'm going to move closer to them, but I'm not gonna sacrifice my cover, and I don't have anything for my bonus action, so that will be my turn.
Okay. All right. So peasy.
I'll yell back at Atrax and I'll be like, "Oh yeah, that was super inspiring. Ula, I really like that. Ula, just pretend that was really inspiring, okay?" And then she'll use her action to attack the guys in front of her.
Okay.
23 to hit.
Yeah, that'll. That's right, Jack. Whoop that ass.
Whoop it good. So that's 10 damage. And then she's gonna make another swing at them with her offhand for a bonus action.
What was that damage again?
10. Yeah, 10.
Okay, that guy goes down.
Okay. And so she's gonna aim for the other guy with her bonus action. She only rolled a 16 to hit this time.
That's right, Jack. That'll hit.
Okay. And that one's just 6 damage.
Okay. Yeah, you tag him.
She'll be like, "Come on, let's play, guys." And that'll be her turn.
Okay. All right. So the Darrells. Deal with the turret. He aims this wrist rocket thing at one of the ones that's over by the Sith, and he fires. And he hits, and I think those things do like a D4. I
Turrets?
No, well, he's got like this little rocket thing on his wrist. It's like a cantrip for them.
Oh, okay.
It's
I
the
know
same
what you're
thing that
talking
Matt
about.
used. Yeah,
Yeah.
Matt used one.
I think
it
it's a D6, but I'm not certain. Give me a second and I'll check.
And then the turret is going to fire at the one dude in front of him. Actually, no, never mind. There's not no dudes. That guy's toast too. He's going to aim at the trooper on the right side of the Sith. And that is going to hit. That does a D10. So,
If you're talking about the mini rocket launcher, that actually does a D8 bludgeoning damage.
and that's okay.
Yeah, that's the gadget that Matt was using.
Okay, so it does a D8 plus what, the dex? Just a D8.
It just says D8 bludgeoning damage.
Alright, so he takes 3 points of damage from that. It kind of like explodes on his shoulder, just rocks him a little bit, but doesn't really kill him. And then the other Daryl finishes reloading his shit, and he aims at the other guys. And he is going to... There it is. Wish this thing worked faster than it does.
Damn it, Jack. Stop rolling my dice.
That's right. Yeah, it's really not a big choice there. Okay, well he's shooting a blast rifle, but he's got a mod on it, so it's gonna actually do D10 plus a D. I'll look it up, but I think that's what I do. So that's 8. And his dex mod, which is 2, so that's 10. And another 2. So that guy takes 12 points of damage, and he goes down as he gets shot right in that fucking neck. His head, but half his neck gets blown off, and he just falls back.
Nice.
That's right, Jack. Tell that motherfucker. Got something for your ass. All right, Ula, your turn. So this Sith is looking really bad.
All right. Well, she didn't have much choice. She's gonna have to keep fighting him. She has a pretty good idea that she's probably the only one that can get to him. It's 22 to hit.
That'll actually miss.
Really?
Yeah, you see that he kind of ducks back, and this energy envelops him, and your blade hits it, and it like bounces up and around. Just misses him.
Okay. That's her turn.
You see on his face, he's really worried about getting hit right now.
So that's her turn then.
Okay. So he's going to reach out past you with his hand, and he is going to do something. There it is. Okay, so he shoots. He like shoots this force arrow out of his arm, out of his hand, and he chucks it at the senator.
I mean, I'm taking cover, so
What ability is that?
Not force arrow. It's a seeking missile.
no, I would not be exposing myself Like I said,
Oh.
I wasn't planning on taking any shots at anyone anytime soon.
Okay, so you're completely behind the cover?
Yeah, I'm fucking afraid for my life. I'm at 13 now.
Okay.
Yeah, I thought the force era. I must not have read that correctly. My bad.
Leave me alone.
Okay.
No, I mean you're completely within your rights to kill him. I'm just saying. I guess I didn't read that right.
No, you're supposed to protect me.
You're right. I'm trying to do
Not
something
kill me,
else.
please.
You're not gonna die. Maybe.
If they've been rolling max damage like they have
Okay.
been, yeah,
Okay.
probably will.
Okay, so he actually he disengages and runs away. He's
Okay.
not about to get killed or some stupid shit. He runs 20 feet and then he jumps up over the stall, and unless you give chase, he's out of sight at the moment.
I'll give chase.
Okay. Well, you have the two guys in front of you. There's one of them still alive, and there's still one dude There's still one dude right there in front of Ula too.
Well, it's not even Ula's turn, so she wouldn't be able to do anything until
Yeah.
the next
So
round.
that
Correct?
trooper, he's not anywhere near you, but he pulls a grenade off of his shit and chucks it at you. And 9's not going to hit you or anywhere near you, but it goes over there and then he runs also. The guy in front of Tepezy, he looks at the one dude and the Sith, and he's like, shit. He just puts his hands up, and he drops his weapon. He's like, hey, I don't get paid that much. So, with that, it would actually be the Senator's turn.
Did the one
trooper-
guy
Go ahead.
so the one trooper is just running through the street? He's not
Go back.
running into like the stalls or anything?
No, he ran through the stalls just like the Sith did. I mean, you could still see his back, but he's running away. And the other trooper is just with his hands up. But the Sith you guys can't see unless you guys give chase.
I'm gonna run over to Supeasy,
Mhm.
and I'm gonna just kind of grab her shoulder and I say, I don't know much about about you lightsaber wielding people, but I know that guy isn't allowed to escape. You need to capture him for the Republic. And I'm gonna use my my hero majesty feature. Makes her immune to being frightened, and she will gain 6 temporary hit points every round for 1 minute.
Nice.
And I will, in that same breath, I will also give her my inspiring call.
Cool.
I'll say I'll keep Mariama having a close eye on them with a bird in the sky. They shouldn't be able to escape.
You don't you have a pistol?
I have a pistol, but I'm not gonna fucking shoot it at no Sith. Fuck that.
No, but the trooper right there, you can pull it out and hold it on.
Yeah, but why would I pull out my gun when I can get someone more reliable to go beat the shit out of them for me?
Okay.
I only have a +4 to attacks, so might as well give someone else a potential for +4 to attacks, or a +4 for damage.
Okay. So this is gonna be really quick. Okay. So, you get done with your turn, and Joe Pesh runs over, takes control of the prisoner, and you hear Mariama over the comms. She's like, I got somebody coming in a ship. She's like, oh shit. And she's like, this is not good. And she kind of flies over where you're at and just kind of hovers behind behind the stall there, aimed towards that way. And you could see, you see a bigger ship fly down. It looks like a Sith interceptor. It's it's probably about twice the size of your ship, and it flies down in like in an angle, and it stops maybe probably about 70 feet away from where you guys are right now, or about 70 feet from where it was at. Stops for just maybe a few seconds, and then it turns on its axis and it burns out fast as shit. And you hear this voice, "What the fuck? Don't leave me!" And then it goes quiet. So Ula and Sipizi, I'm taking it you guys are going to take chase.
Yes.
Yeah.
All right. So if you run that way, do either of you have celerity, where you can move faster?
No, but I have light step.
Okay. So I'm gonna say that you guys catch up to the trooper that was left, and you catch up with them. Both of you guys come out on both sides of a building. He's just kind of like hunkered down, and he's like, he sees you both, and he drops his weapon and he puts his hands up. He's like, "Hey, I don't get paid enough."
I take it the Sith is gone.
Yeah, he's gone.
All
While
right.
they're
Well,
doing that, I'm just crowd controlling, trying to keep everyone calm, trying to repair the damage.
So you two come back with the other trooper and set him down next to the other one. Joe Pesh looks at you both and he nods over to the center and he says, I got these two.
All right.
And
By
by the time,
the ship and make sure that one of the Daryls is watching him and really watching him. No tuber fights, no tribal symbols on his head.
it wasn't even them.
I know.
Daryl, the one Daryl, or they both walk up and be like, "Hey, that hurts our feelings." Says we might fuck around, but we're professionals. And
Okay,
he walks past with a dick drawn on his face. He says, "Come on, you two." Yeah, they pick him up by their scruff of their fucking neck and push him forward towards the ship. The ship landed right there in the middle of the market area, and they tie him up, put him in one of the holding areas in there, and you see the ambassador walking towards you with the protocol droid, and he says, "This is not a good omen on the day we are supposed to be negotiating, Senator."
You may see it as an omen, but it's also shows you what needs to be done, what you need to do to change for the future.
Your own persuasion.
$19.
For what, persuasion?
That is my persuasion.
All right. Okay. You run out. He says, you see him like sigh. He says, "I understand." He says, they came here 2 days ago talking for the Federation, the Trade Federation, is what they said. He says, I knew something was off with them. He said his name was Jiraiya Kiwagami. No.
Hmm?
He said he was an emissary for the Trade Federation and that they would offer their protection. So, but I told them we don't need any protection. We are not looking to assail anybody or corner markets or anything. He says, but if they are looking at us, then apparently our goods are offering something that even the Sith would like. He says, all right, Senator. He says, I will contact your superiors. We will talk in more depth about. We're talking more in depth about how we become members of the Federation or the Republic.
Um,
He says, as for you, he says, as much as we love you, he says, I don't know who would want you to come back and bring the Sith again.
yes, that was entirely my fault. I'll be sure that my fame doesn't draw the Sith after me again.
He says, you are loved. You must be loved around the galaxy for them to send one of their agents after you. He says, be wary. He says, I'll be in contact. And he walks off. And the dude that was on his left walks up. He says, with all respect, we would really appreciate if you left our planet now.
I'm trying as fast as I can, okay?
He says, yes, but you have to walk to your ship to leave.
I know, I'm just collecting myself. I've been shot multiple times, and I just need a breather.
He says, I'm sure you have Bacta on your ship. We can provide you with some if you need. And he squibbles at somebody, and they run off and come back with a pretty good size Bacta tank, and they hand it to you, and like, this will help you, and hopefully you will feel better. He says, but let's help you to your ship if you. Yeah, so they're really trying to get you on the ship to get the fuck out there, like now. Obviously.
All right.
Joe Pesci's like, what?
That sucks.
What kind of shit is this? He's like, he shakes his head, and Mariama comes down the ramp, and she looks at Joe Pesci, and he puts her 2 thumbs up. She's like, yeah, huh? Like that shit, huh? See,
That was pretty awesome, but we're not wanted here, so we'll talk on the ship.
She's like, oh, I didn't like this place anyways. Too many furry faces. That's why I stayed at the ship.
Too many fans.
She says she taps the ship, she says, but she's working in tip-top shape now. Damn mechanics. Fuck them.
Let's just get out of here. I get on the ship, kind of holding my shoulder.
As we're walking back to the ship, Supifi is going to like jump on the senator's back and just like an overexcited person trying to go in for a hug, and she's gonna hug him really, really tight. And
That's a blaster wound.
you heal for 14 hit points.
Oh. Well, it hurt a little bit, but I check it and I'm at full health now, and I'm like, what the? I just kind of look over my shoulder because she hasn't let go yet. So I'm like, thanks. I'm surprised.
I don't know if you know this, but hugs heal. It's amazing.
Just gonna look to Ola like, I guess they do.
Sapizi, it doesn't require full body contact. You only have to put your hand on him in order to help him.
Well, I thought it was really inappropriate to put my hand on him. I thought hugging would be a lot better. I mean, I can still put my, hey, Senator, did you want me to put my hand on you? I can do that too.
So Joe Pesh kind of steps in front of the senator, like kind of like leaning. He's like, just saying that I don't mind hugs. If you want to heal me, I'm okay with that too.
Well, if the senator's okay with me sharing my hugs, then maybe I will.
He will definitely hug you back.
Yeah, Joseph is good with your lay on hand too. Then I'm not going to complain.
Yeah, Joseph is like pushing you away, like, don't worry about Senator. Go get here, boss. Get here.
Yeah, let me just go sneak off to my office.
Yeah.
Well, why don't I just go fuck myself?
Hey, if anything funny goes on, I have cameras.
Joe Pesci heals for 14.
He's like, wow, that's awesome.
I
says,
go to
"Sure."
my office.
He says, you're awesome, Sapeezy.
I know.
Don't suppose there were any, like in any of the jewelry or anything, there were any crystals around? Like relicite or danite or maybe even mephite?
No idea what that's for, brother. Gotta inform me here. What is that for? Is that for lightsabers?
Yeah, they're lightsaber crystals.
I will give you a percentage chance here. So, which one is more rare?
The mephite is rare. The danite is less rare. The relicite is uncommon.
Okay. What do
And they have
call it first?
They have a pontite, if I'm saying that right, but that's extremely rare.
Okay, so the uncommon one, I'll give you a 60% chance. You rolled 89. Make a try. The next one, I'll give you 45. You rolled a 99. Last one, I'm going to give you a 20% chance.
Okay.
And you rolled a 79. And the last one, you got to roll a 5. And you did. No, it's fine.
Oh, man. Don't fuck with me like that.
Sorry about that.
Okay, I'll take 3.
No, you don't find. They don't deal with crystals here.
All right. Just crystals are used for not just lightsabers, but jewelry and that kind of stuff as well.
Well, they don't. The reason that it's really hard is because they don't sell weapons at all. They don't have any weapons. And the only people that do have weapons are their security forces, and there's like very few of them.
I got you.
They use sticks because their planet is a very pacifist planet. They don't even have orbital weapons, or they have starships with minimal weapons on them, and most of the time their exports are done through other means. People come here to pick up stuff and leave. They don't really leave.
Well, I figured it was worth a shot.
Oh yeah. Now, like on, if you go to like Jakarta, where they like mine them, yeah, I'm sure you'll find them all day, every day. Which is a possibility because that place hasn't been blown up yet. So, if you can find out where,
detour,
that could be a mission. You'd probably even be able to find them at the Jedi Temple in Coruscant too.
Yeah.
So,
I actually didn't think to ask about that before we left.
yeah. If they have no reason to have them, more likely the planet won't have
All right.
For myself, remind me to get a rocket launcher.
them. Okay. Yeah, you're just gonna walk out there with a huge ass gun, just like, okay, I'll stay right here. Okay, I got one.
It seems the BIM have been really convinced after this explosion to work for us. But I don't know.
Yeah. So, so you guys get all your stuff together, and they had already offloaded all the soda and all that crap. You get on the ship. The engines are still going, by the way. She left it running. So
Yeah.
you get in, and she lifts off. She blasts out of there. A few minutes later, she's done making calculations. And you guys hit light speed, and you hit back to Coruscant.
Cool.
Yeah, Coruscant. And so, 10 hours later, you drop out of light speed, get back to pad 59, and the senator is waiting for you there. He,
I thought the senator was with us.
no, the Bell Organa, the one that sent you
Okay.
on the mission. He's waiting there, and the other Jedi Master is there. So you come out the ship, Senator, and did you change your jacket, or you still have the same one on?
Well, I'll have a different one on.
Okay.
More casual wear, knowing that I'm going to be landing here.
Okay. So you land. He meets you down at the ramp. He says, "Well, good job. Uh, the BIMs contacted us, and they are ready to do some serious negotiations about entering the Republic. Very good work."
Yeah, it was so fucking amazing. I did an excellent job. Let's not talk about it.
He did so good.
He says,
It was amazing. He did
He says,
okay.
"Well, I'll wait for your report later." He says, "If you want, text." Yeah, they did tell me what happened. He says, "You take the next few days off, and we'll see you in the Senate." He says,
We
"Good
were
job."
there for less than an hour. We
He
sent
says,
a report on.
He says, "Well, it's the fastest negotiations ever." He says, "Look, sometimes it happens. You go somewhere, things happen, but you came out alive. You have all your people, and that's what counts. You got the mission done. Very good."
All right.
And he says, "And the upside of that, maybe not so many of the senators will look down at you as much anymore, because we've sent 3 other senators out there, and you're the first one to get it done. So
Yeah,
there will
that
be no
also would have been good to know prior, so maybe I could throw some curveballs. But no, that it was pretty much a trap. The moment I got there, they read through me.
He says, "Well, I didn't say it was going to be easy."
No, but I would have liked to know that other senators have gone there before.
We didn't know they were going to be there. He says, "We had no clue. We had no clue that the Sith were after you." He says,
No, I
"Well,"
just meant the other senators. Of course, I didn't think the Sith were going to be there. I'm just saying, you should
he
have
says,
told me
"Calm
that.
down, Senator. You are a senator. Take it in stride, learn from it, and you'll be here for a long time. If not, then retire. I'm congratulating you.
He just
Good
got
job."
here. How can he retire?
It's just a saying.
Well,
Yeah.
this way he can end on a good note, because we all know it's just downhill from here.
Hmm.
That's not the point. He says,
Oh my god.
"Anyways, good job." He says, I'll wait for your report. I'll see you later." And he turns on his heel and he walks off again. And your guys' the Jedi Master that sent you guys is waiting over by the doorway. He nods to the senator as he walks by.
I'm just going to look at my companions. I'm going to say, maybe the Mass Effect trilogy wasn't so far off about the politics of this place.
As long as you discount that horrible third movie.
Yeah.
Chobesh is like, "Yeah, that kind of sucked."
I'm just saying, in no way does my current group function the same way as that one. And it's like I walk away and my 2 companions are walking in like a V behind me.
Yeah, so Daryl and Daryl come down the thing. They stop over by you, Senator, and they're like, put their hands out. And they say, we apologize we weren't there when ship went down. We should have been right next to you. It won't happen again. Since we are going to ask for permanent reassignment to you. We owe you. If you'll have us.
They're talking to me.
Yeah.
Oh. I mean, you guys did good when you were there, so that was awesome. So, yeah, if that's what you want to do, I'll definitely accept your assignments.
Great. And he pulls out another tuber and smacks the other Daryl in the face, and he takes off running. He's like, "You fucking dickhead-shaped face motherfucker." He's like, "Oh, excuse me," and he runs after him. "Come here, you fuck! I'm gonna beat you with a bantha dick. Come here, you cuck!" And they take off. Yeah, you don't see him. Mariama comes down. She says, "Hey, boss, I'm just gonna stay here and make sure everything's shipshape. If you need me, just give me a ring."
Yeah. I apparently have a couple days off.
I'm gonna see about what we can do to get a little bit more gear on this rust bucket.
Well, just send me some recommendations and for mods, and I'll see what I can do.
She says, "You never did tell me what her name is."
I thought you were gonna name her.
Fine. I'll send you a memo. She walks back in. "Hey, Jack, you want to be named a ship?"
So I'm gonna return back to the Twi'leks. I'm gonna say, I'll be honest. If it wasn't for you two, I probably would be dead right now.
Oh, definitely. Although you are pretty good at hiding like a little girl, but you know, it's cool. It's your strength.
So, again, Ula's going to have a fairly hard time controlling her laughter, but she will nod at the senator and say, "We are glad. Indeed, we are glad that you are still alive."
Yeah, feels good. So hopefully I get to work with you again in the future. Hopefully I will be able to put my skills to better use. And hopefully we do some actual negotiation rather than getting shot at by Sith Lords. That's fun. That's always fun.
Yeah.
But I would like to ask, what's with the outfit? I'm looking at Supisi like, what?
What? Is there something wrong? Oh, did I fall out again? No, I'm good.
Joe Pesci's eyes are huge. Like, I wish it would. I'm gonna go get a drink. I'll be in the morning, boss.
That's a long drink. I'll see you then.
I believe the "I'll be in my bunk" is the correct phrase.
I'm gonna go sit at a Twi'lek in a bar. Yeah. So he takes off. You guys do your split ups. Senator, you're walking down the causeway. You going to your apartment, I guess?
Yeah, I guess I would, since I'm not really needed at my office. Like, I'll write the report at my apartment.
The master that met you two at the end of the hall, you guys just walk off talking. He just wants a debrief on what happened. So when you get to your apartments, there's a senator there that you know pretty well. Um, his name is Bill Garm Iblis. Uh, you know that he has a lot of pull in Corellia and in the Senate. He says, "Hey, Senator, can we have a talk?"
Certainly. What is it that you want to talk about?
He says, "Let's talk inside if you don't mind. I don't want any ears hearing us."
Oh, it's one of these talks.
No.
Got it. I'll
So
open up my apartment.
okay, so you guys get inside. He walks over to your bureau where you have some nice liquor or something. He pours him a glass. You want one?
Yeah, I could use it.
Okay, so he brings you over a nice uh, Tyrolean brandy that you have there. Really good stuff. He hands it to you and he sits down. He takes a swig. Ah, it's good stuff. Tyrolean? I guess so. He's like, "Look, I'll be quick. I know you had a rough day." He says, "You show a lot of gumption and you did really good." He says, "But," he says, "I do have a mission for you if you're up for it. And it's possibly going to be a little hairy." He says, "But you're interested. Uh, might make a lot of headway. What do you think? You already have a good crew together."
Well, the crew, yeah, is good. What are we talking about here?
He says, "Well, what do you think about being a spook for me?"
I would have
He
to
says, "Look."
inquire, but okay.
He says, "Look, I'll be Frank or Steve or whatever. Um, you're okay at being a senator, but getting in and getting something done, that you're pretty good. And I need someone like you. Because your career as a senator won't be, nothing will happen. You'll still be a senator and all that stuff. But I need somebody that can talk to people, get in and get out, and make it out alive, kind of thing. You know what I mean?" He says, he says, "I have a feeling a lot of bad stuff is going to start happening here pretty soon." He says, "We're getting more and more of these Siths showing up, and Trade Federation is starting to kind of show their ass, and well, things are getting hairy around the old Senate." He says, I need eyes and ears out there to help the Senate come out on top. Get what I'm saying?"
Yeah,
And
I get it.
you're you're well known, but not at the same time. So you can get in places and you're good with people. So what do you think?
Well, the dangers and the risks are obvious, but I mean, and of course, the reputation and serving the Republic is of utmost importance to me, but I'm gonna need something a little more material than that. I can't
What
live off nothing.
are you talking about? Pay?
Well, yeah.
He's like, "Son." He's like, "Son." He says, "If you do this for me, you won't have to worry about pay." He says, "I'll fund you completely, whatever you need, within the means." He says, "Make me a list. Check it twice. Make sure you're naughty or nice." He says no. He says like seriously. He says, look, if you're willing and what you need is whatever you need, come see me when you get off your couple-day vacation, and we'll sit down and talk, and we'll hash it out, figure it out, and then I'll let you know where I need you to go. He says,
All right.
what are you talking about at first, though? I mean, besides the money, new ship, people, gear, women.
I'm not worried about the people. Oh yeah, the women would be nice, but I think that I'll have enough of those as it is,
Okay.
considering my crew. No, that's not it. Well, you basically answered everything at this point. I was just worried about how am I going to pay my crew, as well as
Oh, well,
anyone else.
you make me a budget of what you think that you want to pay them, and I'll make my corrections of what I can pay, and I'll send it back to you, and we'll meet in the middle. Or unless you want to meet me in my office bright and early, we don't have a session when you come back. We can hash it out.
See what my crew needs.
Okay. Well, you get it together. Give me a TO&E. It's a table of equipment, all that stuff.
Yeah.
And what personnel you want. You need more, we'll add them on. I understand you got 2 security officers that are kind of looked down upon, but they're very good at combat. And I'll even talk to the Jedi Council about keeping the 2 Jedi that you have with you, or whatever they are. Hopefully, we can hash that out. So he says,
Yeah.
with that, he downs his drink. Good stuff. Puts it down on the table. Stands up, puts his hand out. He says, welcome.
I'll shake his hand.
Welcome to the rebellion.
Welcome to the
Traitor.
Alliance. He says, welcome to the Alliance. And he'll walk out. And a few seconds later, Mariyama will calm you. She's like, hey, boss, you buy a new ship?
Sorry, say that again.
She says, hey, boss, did you buy a new ship? And didn't tell me? Oh, never mind. They're dropping off some crates. Hey, what are you guys doing? He's like, this is for you. Just sign for it. She's like, okay. She signs for it. She's like, hold on. You hear her pick up a tool and she starts breaking up crates. She's like, well, that's going to help. Looks like we got a new light drive. Nice. She's like, oh, I'll get it hooked in and everything.
And make sure you get those other 2 to help you. And make sure you guys have a laundry list of things that we're gonna need. And I'm talking about the works.
He says, okay. I'll get it to you pretty soon. Out. And with that, session is over. So, see if we can plan the next one sometime soon. You all get 3 XP.
Nice.
You get 2 inspiration points, and you are all paid. Well, Senator, you get paid your normal pay, whatever you
I
get.
don't know what the fuck that is. Probably not a lot.
Yeah, you get like a 2,000 credit bonus in your normal pay, and that's not the other stuff's going to come in. The Jedi you guys get, whatever you get if you do. Joe Pesh sends you a text. She's like, dude, did you give me a bonus? Awesome. Thanks, boss. And Mariam sends you kind of like the same email. And then the two Daryls like, thanks for the bonus, boss. We've been reassigned to you permanently. Sweet. And there you go. And as you look out the window, the sun is going down. And feel like a new day is going to start soon. And with that,
And although everyone else is super pumped, I'm just gonna fucking run my hand through my hair. I'm gonna just say to myself, what have I gotten myself into?
and
Uh,
broadcast.
Go ahead. Sorry.
Stop in the broadcast.